What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we're back again for another episode review. Back up in my sister's room. Y'all, I'm excuse me. Honestly, I have been enjoying my time here. And once you get like, I'm ready to go home. I'm sorry. Because it's like, I don't know, it's not my space no more. You know what I'm saying? And I want to get back to my space so I can fully be me. I'm so accustomed to it. So it's anyway, moving on from that. We are back again for another episode review of Sistas season 6, episode whatever, Relentless Pursuit. I forgot what episode. It'll be up in the it'll be in the See, girl, I'm so thrown out. I'm so thrown off. I mean, I just ate, so you'd think I'd be feeling a little bit better, girl. And guess what I did? So I've been trying to get my fitness together, whatever, and trying not to lack, even though I'm on vacation or whatever, and I'm not at home. So I still been doing stuff and keeping myself moving and all of that stuff or whatever, right? My mama and them got a Bowflex machine downstairs in the garage, okay, and they wasn't using it, so I'm the one that's putting it to use, and I done messed up my freaking arm. Area. Like, I feel like I pulled a muscle and it hurt. It's been hurting for the past couple of days, but I can feel the pain kind of easing up, and it's not even a painful hurt. It's just the irritants. And I was just like, damn, Ashley, you just be doing a little bit too much. When you get into the mode of want to actually do something and you just get excited. Like, I'm literally at that point, and I love the fact that I'm at that point. I'm sorry that we're not talking about sisters right now, but I just want to put this out there. I just love the fact that I am at the point that I enjoy working out. Okay, because there was a time where you couldn't get me to do nothing. You really couldn't get me to do nothing. But anyway, moving on from that. Now that we got that out the way, we are back for Sistas. And honestly, the episode, again, wasn't much, okay? We pick up where we left off with the whole situation with Zach and the girl coming. And, this just really... This scene pissed me off because it's so real in a sense for some people. We need to have better laws and better things in place, because I honestly don't know exactly how it is in every state. I'm pretty sure the laws are different in every state as to how they deal with child abuse cases or child endangerment cases where you feel as though the child is in danger and you need to take it out the household, take the child out the household. Because when Heather came there with the police officer and basically was trying to get Zach arrested for taking their son, she's and Zach is literally saying that the boy is getting abused. The boy has bruises all over his body and everything, and yet they will not let him temporarily have custody of the baby for the moment, or take it down to the police station, or get a family court. I know it takes a minute probably to get the family court or whatever in there, but they didn't get a social worker, nothing to come over there and say anything. There was a time, and I'm finna give y'all a personal experience, and this is different, but maybe because my little sister was a baby, like she was probably a couple of months old or 3 months old or something like that. No, she was a little bit older than that. She was almost 1. She started crying at one point. We had her in the crib, and we was just doing our thing, and we thought she was asleep because when we put her down, she was asleep. And you know how babies are. Sometimes they go to sleep, sometimes they wake their ass up and they just playing around. She winds up, getting her arm stuck into the one of the holes in the crib, the little slits in the cribs or whatever. And she winds up getting her arm stuck up in there, and we hear her crying or whatever, and she was just holding her arm, like a different way. So we, thinking that something happened, of course, we automatically called the doctor and all that stuff. And they took her to the hospital to make sure, just because she's a baby, she can't articulate what's going on, make sure that something, wasn't broken, fractured, and anything like that. And because the doctor found something that was on there, but come to find out it really wasn't what it was, nothing really was going on. CPS came in, and me and my other sister, we couldn't stay that night in the home. We had to go to family members' home. Okay. And so I'm sitting here like, how come they couldn't do that with Zach? in this baby when you see there's a accusation of child abuse that's going on. And again, like I said, it's different in different states, but I feel as though when it's child abuse, child endangerment, child neglect, or anything like that, they should take that serious. It just reminds me of the way how when people call up there about domestic disputes and stuff, sometimes they don't take that seriously either until it becomes too late and one of them are dead or in the hospital injured. You know what I'm saying? We got to tighten up these laws. Even the police officer knew that Heather was full of it, and he still couldn't do nothing besides say, you need to just take it to family court, and Zach is trying to tell Heather, just let the boy stay with me, okay? Let the boy stay with me. If you feel like you overwhelmed and all this stuff, just let the boy stay with me. And she like, no. Her whole thing is, I'm not going to let him stay with you because then I know I'm not going to get no money from him. And Zach is like, I will still give you the money. Just let him stay with me, And that's all she's thinking about. Talking about something. I talked to the girls about this and one of them a lawyer. Why? I said, child, if she a lawyer, she must not be in no good law firm to be having a strip on the side too. I just don't understand that. And I felt bad for Zach and I felt bad for that little boy because situations like that does happen. And that's how you get a whole bunch of kids falling through the cracks, getting injured, displaced and, wind up on the news because their bodies was found because of neglect, And so I do like this part of the storyline for Zach, and it do show him maturing in a way. He did go down there to talk to Fatima about it. Baby, Fatima was concocting some stuff. And Zach said, wait a minute. When in the world did the things between us kind of flip? Because at one point when we first met, you was trying to tell me, you can't be acting now because you don't need to go back to jail. You don't need to do that. Okay, but now you just want to do all this stuff. And she was like, diversity. That moment, I don't know, like this storyline with Zach and the kid and Fatima being there is making me start to like them like I did before. I didn't stop liking them. I just started to feel as if it was getting ridiculous, some of the things that Tyler had them doing. And I just didn't like the fact that for me, Fatima was coming off so freaking aggressive. And I hate to use the word aggressive when it comes to black women because that is already a negative stereotype against us. And I just didn't like the way that they was portraying her to a certain extent. But in this storyline with the kid, I like the forcefulness because they're not doing it for themselves. They're trying to look out for the kid. So I was here for it. And then this little random storyline with scene with what's her name? Karen. She's going down there to the Karen and Pam. She meets Pam down there where the salon is. It was a contractor that was supposed to be there. And Pam is out there. She's been waiting for the past hour or so. Karen is surprised that she's there. The only reason why Pam is there is because Pam said that the man is cute and she don't want him to be trying to get at Karen before her. I said, child, girl, come to find out, you want to know who the contractor is? Jason Weaver, okay? Hakuna Matata, it means no worry. All right, love Michael Jackson off of the Jackson 5 movie. The brother off of Smart Guy, baby, all of that, shied off the shy. I said, now, Jason, it was so random, and the way that they put it out there was almost as if it was just a gig that he needed to do to get a couple of dollars for the day, because I do not feel like he's coming back because of the way they had it. He telling them all the stuff that needs to happen with the what is it, the salon. And then when that happened, you got Pam up here, flirting or whatever. And then we kind of find out that not only is he married, he has 7 kids. And the way that she was looking at him with disgust, I said, you looking at him with disgust when he adopted 2 sets of twins and took in, some family member kids. That ain't disgusting. That's to be recommended. And I feel like applied it because, these days people don't have to do that. People don't have to do that. And people like their freedom and all that stuff. But you took in 7 kids that are not his. You can feel a way if it was 7 kids from different baby mamas, you know what I'm saying? But these are adopted kids, that he literally providing a home for. You disgusted. I said, Pam, your priorities are not straight. You need to go ahead and find you a job and get you some work and go get yourself together. That's what you need to do. Aaron ain't in the picture for right now. Karen said that she gonna be single for the most part and told Pam that, the baby is Zach. Now, honestly, Karen should have been single for in the first place. All of this stuff happened because she never, and I feel like the reason why she became so obsessed with Zach is the fact that, yes, she poured so much into him, according to her, for somebody else to reap the benefit, but also you need to just stay single yourself. And honestly, I do feel like Zach should have stayed single a little bit longer as well. But this is Tyler Perry, and sometimes that's how it goes. I don't believe in that though. I'm not the type of person that if I get out of a relationship, especially if it's over 2 years, especially, I don't know, if it's over, if it's 2 years or more, you put some time in, you know what I'm saying? And then you just break up and then you on to the next person. No, that's how come you have issues in your relationships. You bringing in baggage because you didn't, either baggage from yourself or baggage from that previous relationship. And some people probably don't even realize that you got to give yourself time to breathe. You know how you got to air stuff out? You got to air yourself out. You know what I'm saying? You got to let it breathe, let it flow, and get to know you. I feel like once you become single at a relationship, you need to get back in tune with yourself first to see, who you really are and what exactly you really looking for. Because after you get out of a relationship, you're not the same person you were when you first got into it. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out who this new person is, And I just, that sounds so good. Bitch, let me be a relationship expert, okay? Since everybody want to call themselves that, girl, I can do it too. I just gave y'all some good advice, Somebody finna be like, yes, Ashley, go ahead. And then somebody gonna be like, girl, who you think you is? Somebody. Anyway, moving on from that. The whole thing with, I'm sorry that this shaking because I'm, holding it. I ain't got my stand, and I ain't in the other room like I was the other day. But, Danny, at this point, I'm gonna need her to be careful, okay? I'm gonna need her to be careful because even though he appears to come off as if he's a good dude or whatever, but the way that he was all up in her business and everything, that boy from the what's his name, from the airplane, from the airport, I don't know, something about him just don't rock my boat right. And the way that I do not like when people are so consistent and so persistent in trying to get somebody to break up or to cheat on their significant other. And that is exactly what he's doing because he knows that Danny is in a relationship. And I just didn't like the fact that he was still trying to get her to break up with him. And I was here for Preston popping up on that ass because Danny damn sure wasn't telling him everything. And he literally called him say, so when you get rid of Preston, hit me up. And he said, what? Bitch, I said, Danny, answer the question. What'd he say? What's going on? Because I feel like it's really messed up. And also, I'm going to be real honest with you, even though I like the fact that Preston overheard this, because of course we knew Danny wasn't going to tell him the truth. It felt a little creepy, like, why are you following me? Who told you to pop up? What are you doing here? One of those situations. It's like a catch-22. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, type of situation. And I was just like, yeah. And then on the preview for next week episode, dude's still persistent. So did you tell him? I'm like, and you find that attractive, at one point, being nice is cool, because everybody don't need to be an asshole. Ain't nobody got to be a thug or whatever, if you want to call it a hood. You could be a decent human being. You know what I'm saying? But when it gets to that persistent, I don't like that. Tyler Perry has a way of writing the male characters on here, and they be black, and they be annoying me too. Writing the male characters in a way that we almost like them, but then we do like them for a minute. And then all of a sudden we don't, because we find out that they're fucked up individuals. And it's like, why do that? How come we just can't have a good person? I really don't want this dude to turn out to be a creep. And he gives me like, if Danny was to get with him and stop talking to him, she would stalk her. Because listen, look how all the details that he knows about her without her even say, that ain't cute to me. And they trying to make it seem like that's a cute thing and she like that for him. That ain't cute to me. Because if I didn't tell you that, if you know celebrity and your information ain't online, and you just so, because that's the only way that's, and even then that's still kind of creepy to me. Okay, I don't trust people like that. You know, it gives me the tease of, you probably go through my trash, you probably sniff underwears, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, he, because he gives me corny vibes, but at the beginning it was corny vibes in a good way. You know, it's okay to be corny, you know, but he just something about him ain't working well. And then, you know, he was up there trying to push his friend to go ahead and give Andy a call back. And I mean, if y'all all friends together, I feel like all of y'all flock together, y'all the same ones, you know. So I hope Andy ain't going from one fuckboy to the next, one craze to the next. Okay, well, I hope that not gonna happen. Meanwhile, speaking of Andy, she's gonna be up there at the office because Sabrina and Maurice got to come up there. They get a call from the junior DA telling them to meet them at the office because he has some things to talk to them about. And, you know, they're going up there to Andy's office because Andy is going to be their lawyer to represent them just in case something goes on. I'm going to tell you this. Maurice is getting on my nerves, all right? I like him for the most part because, yes, in the LGBT community, we do have some gay men who are so fun to be around, who are so funny and lighten up the mood, but they know when to cut it off and to turn it on. And he just be so, like, in a situation like this, I understand that you're trying to put humor in it because you're probably nervous about what's going to happen. You know, you don't know if you're going to jail or not and all that stuff. But throughout the whole season of this whole serious situation, he's just been so freaking ungrateful. When he went up there in that office and, you know, he was talking to Andy, Andy said, he used the word bitch, okay? And I understood the fact that he said bitch. And then, like, it's a lot of us that say bitch as a placeholder. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're saying it. We just say it because it's a placeholder. We're so used to saying it. We're not trying to be negative or anything like that. But if a person tells you, don't say bitch, don't call me no bitch, because especially if I don't know you like that, respect that. And he just kept on calling her bitch, 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 bitch. And then gonna say ho, 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 ho. And I was just like, what? I just didn't like that, you know. And he just, I don't understand what he got against Andy. He be talking about her hair. Granted, I would like a different hairstyle with her faux locks, but you know, at the same time, why they have him being so nasty? Gay, that is another stereotype. That's a stereotype of gay men that I don't like, because a lot of the ones that I work, well, maybe because the ones that I roll around in the circle with, they're not nasty like that. Yeah, we'll throw shots, we'll throw shade, but it's fun shade that we know that we're not going to get offended by, and they know when to cut it on and to cut it off. Maurice don't know that, all right? You about to probably go to jail, and you getting all up in your feelings and being nasty and all that stuff. I just don't get it. But then a DA dude come up in there and tell them that they dropping the charges. They already know that Quincy was the one that was behind it. He's going to jail, and that the boss at the bank, she's good friends with the DA dude, and she even said that she knows for a fact that she never thought that Maurice nor Sabrina had anything to do with it, right? And so basically they're about to get their jobs back, okay? And I said that's a good this woo, this is not reality for most people, okay? To be having something like this on your record, even if they probably is gonna, like, you know, clear it off, to have to go through something like this, 9 out of 10 employer, especially dealing in the bank, they're not gonna rehire you. But you know, this is TV, so and it could be possible that it does happen, but I just don't feel like it would, and I wouldn't even want to be back there because I'd be too traumatized. Okay, let me go and do something else, you know. But dude told Maurice, and you just need to be careful about the people that you bring into your life or something like that. He said he got upset at him for saying that. Granted, maybe he didn't mean to, but at the same time, where was the lie? Where was the lie? Okay, all of this was because your bottom was hot. That's just what it was. All right. Meanwhile, wait a minute. That's the end of the episode. I had to think about it. Oh, I went through the whole thing. I was about to give y'all some more stuff that ain't even on there. Oh, but bitch, next week I'm going in on bio. Okay, just know that. And I really hope that Danny cuss his ass out. And I really hope that Sabrina step up too. Okay, because Sabrina, we can't be too quiet. We can't be too meek and all that stuff. Because when that man calls her a bitch, don't call me anymore. I don't want nothing to do. I said, bitch, she was been done with you, okay? You're the one that was being too persistent, too goddamn thirsty, and you got your feelings hurt because whatever you do over there in your country did not work over here, okay? And you thought that you could pull it. And Sabrina said no. She recoiled back and said, no, bitch. And you gonna call her a bitch? And she ain't even, bitch, she ain't call you nothing. She gave you the respect of calling you back your name and you gonna call her out her name? Baby, please. Okay, I was so glad Danny was back that door. Okay, Danny saw that. She said, bitch, what? Excuse me. I can't wait for that episode. But, yeah, hopefully you guys next week, everything will be on time. Hopefully, 100% hopefully, because I will be at home and Thanksgiving is next week. Baby, y'all know what? I can't wait to get home so I can finish decorating my tree. I was outside the other day and somebody on my people block, they already got their Christmas lights up on their house. And I said, damn. Now, somebody tried to shade me a little bit and say, girl, why you got your tree on? Because I was showing y'all how the tree worked. You know, just trying to see how it was looking, get y'all opinion and stuff. I got that on my, look on my YouTube page, if you didn't see it. And I was just like, girl, I was just trying to see how it look and show y'all this is my progress. But now I feel bad because as soon as I get home, I'm turning that bitch on after I put some more lights and ornaments. Mind you, all my stuff came as soon as I left. I said, child. I left and then I got to, as soon as I got into the car, halfway to come out here, we in the car with my sister, I get a notification that all my stuff came in 2 hours after I left. Bitch, I said, ain't that some shit? But hey, it is what it is. I hope y'all enjoy yourself. I hope y'all have today is Thursday. We're going to say the weekend is starting tomorrow, okay? I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the week and have a wonderful weekend. Peace, y'all.